BTech from CET Trivandrum in 2013, and I got a gate rank of All India rank 57 with a score of 900. Then I have joined in the Institute of Science, Bangalore for MTech. Then after that, I have completed, I am still pursuing my PhD, and this year, hopefully, I will complete my PhD. So I am basically from electrical engineering background. So I will be handling most of the sessions in regarding to electrical engineering only, like or electrical and electronics. But I know much thing about other branches also. If some people are there from other branch, then you can ask me the question. So there is no problem with other branches also. You can ask. And in this session, I am going to give a very small introduction about the gate. I think most of the people know about the gate. I don't need to give a lot of introduction. And I think almost all BTech students know about gate. So I actually what I'm intending to do today is I will give a small introduction and I will allow you people to speak, or you can ask questions also. So like then that will be more useful. So you can ask questions whenever you want, and like you can just unmute the thing and you can ask the questions. So in the last from 2013, I have almost written electrical engineer can write in India, like all the things like IES, GATE, then PSUs, then all the IITs, then like entrance exam and everything. Like I have cleared almost 90% of the I and these things, and you can freely ask the questions, no problem. Like if you have questions in between also, it's okay. So we can just the presentation. So basically the game. So done by IIT Bombay. And next it will be correct for in West Bengal. So every year there will be a and it is cut by the IITs or IAC bank. So it is in a nation basis. So again come back like that. And all these IITs are the old IITs, like bank. So in last year there was like IIT Bombay has made a change that now the third year student can also write GATE. It was there before 2010. Then they have removed that only final year students can write GATE. But last year onwards, they changed that third year students can also write GATE, and final year students. So third year students and final year students both can write GATE. Even if you got pass out, like last year you got pass out, like any time you can write the GATE if you completed your BTech course. And initially there was a plan that the GATE exam should be an exit exam for BTech. Like, so whoever completed BTech, they should clear the GATE to get your degree. But that is not yet implemented. I think in near future people are planning to implement this to check how good is your technical skill till now. So third year students and final year students both can write the GATE exam, and GATE score is valid for 3 years. So if you write in 2021, so it will be valid in 22, 23 and 24. So 3 years it will be valid. Like you have got lot of options in next 3 years. Okay, so that makes GATE much beautiful than all other exams. only for 1 year, but GATE is valid for 3 years. Okay. And there is no criteria for minimum percentage. The thing is that you just want to pass the BTech exam. That's all. Like if you want to join somewhere, even if you have a backlog, you can still write a GATE exam or backlog, or some people used to say supply, some people used to say like arrears or something. So even if you have a backlog, you can still write the paper, but you can get an admission or a job only after you complete your course. So it happens like, you can, if you have some backlogs, you clear in the 1 year, prepare for GATE, and you can still write the exam. And there is no age limit. This year, there is one newspaper, the news was there, like, 60-year-old man, and in CS, and he's joining for PhD in some IITs. Okay, like there is no age limit, anyone can write GATE, and at any time, like there is no, you can write only 3 or 4 times or 5, nothing like that. You can write any number of times in your life. So these are the basic thing about GATE. And in 2021, there are few changes compared to 2000. The changes was, there was 2 new paper introduced. So total there are almost 28 papers in GATE. So you can just check their website, you will details of all the thing. And they have introduced 2 more paper last year, and this year they are going to increase 2 more. I think one is marine engineering and one else, but the notification is not yet out. Actually, there is a rumor that they are going to increase 2 more papers. So most probably there will be 13 to 30 number of exams will be there. You can choose from there. And the last year they have introduced environmental science and humanities. So both are in, like, basically in IITs there is an environmental department is there, and there is an humanities department. In all new IITs there is a humanities department. So for their admission they have started this environmental studies and humanities. And one more change they made last year is that student can appear in 2 paper. Earlier it was you can apply only in 1 paper. Now you can apply in 2 paper. But the problem is that there is some kind of a list. For example, if you apply for electrical, you can apply for, like, EC or IN, instrumentation. This is possible. But if you apply for electrical, then you cannot go and write for civil. So there's a list is there, and you can choose from the list whether you can write 2 exams or not. So that you can, this will give an idea, like, you can increase your probability of getting a good rank. So one thing what I usually find is that, in instrumentation there people are very less, because there is not much of an instrumentation course everywhere in India. Even in Kerala also the number of instrumentation courses is very less. So there is a high chance that people get good rank. So this is one thing you can choose. You can write EC and you can write instrumentation both, or you can write electrical and you can write EC. But electrical EC is very difficult because there will be some problems will be there with electrical subjects. So that's the thing. You can choose any of the 2 things, but that should be in the list. That should be applicable to few papers. All the papers you cannot write in the 2. So while you apply in your GATE exam, like, you have to choose what all the things you can write, and you have to choose accordingly. But I don't know the exact combination of the syllabus. Like last year they made this. I don't know whether they will keep it in this year also, because it depends on the IIT what they are, like, considering. So I think they will just follow this, because it was like, students are very happy with this, and they got 2 chances for writing, like, so people are very happy. I think they will still continue with this. So what are the basic logistics? So GATE is basically a computer based exam. So you have to sit in front of the computer, the question will come in the computer screen, you have to enter the answer, or you have to click the screen or options. So before 2013, the last one, with the GATE I have written. So this was in paper pen. This is the last in paper pen. After that, from 2014 onwards, they made it as a computer-based exam. So you have to sit in front of the computer and you have to write the thing. But one of the, like, invention they have made is the numerical questions, because in paper pen there was no numerical questions. There is all the questions will have options. But if you write in a computer based exam, there will be numerical question. You have to enter the value of the thing. So this makes GATE a bit complicated as compared to 2013. Before 2000, the GATE was just like your university exam. There will be, like, 2 part will be there. One will be short answer type and other will be long answer type. So like paper pen, the classical paper pen exam. So they changed in 2000 near to 2000 or sometime. Then they made it objective type all the questions. Then from 2000 onwards, they made it pretty easy to computer. So the evaluation and everything is very easy. So the GATE is basically a 3-hour exam with 65 questions. So 50 questions, I think, or 55 questions will be from your subject, and 10 questions will be from this, what to say, quantitative aptitude. So you have to write both, I think everyone knows this. So what is the question? So there will be 2-mark questions, 3-mark questions will be there. So you can just look at, previous year question, how it will be. So like that, sorry, 1-mark question and 2-mark question. So like that, you can just look into it, and it will be 100-mark exam will be there. So maximum 100 mark will get, and you have to be if you have to be a good rank, if you want to get, you should at least get 60. So above 60s, you can consider as a good rank, and it depends on the the how simple the question is or how tough the question is. So if it is very simple, then I think you have to get more than 80. If it is bit tough, you have to in 60, 70 range, you will get a good rank. So it normally, when I was writing my GATE, so my GATE rank was 57, score was 63. I got only 63 mark and I got a rank of 57. Okay, so that time it was very tough. The exam was very tough. So basically, I got only 63 mark and I got a rank of 57. So like everyone was, even I was amazed to see this because I got only 63 marks. So and first was only 69, all India first. So that was a kind of an amazing thing happened in that year 2014. So usually it happens in first and second week of February. Every time before last year it was happening in Saturdays and Sundays. From last year starting on Friday also, because the number of paper got increased. So they make Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So these are the 3 days they actually make. And in morning session will be there, afternoon session will be there. You have to reach there 1 hour before the exam. You have to verify your ID card and everything. Now due to COVID and all, there will be some protocols will be there. You have to follow that. Then you have to just go through the process. That's all. I think somebody already wrote the exam, so they know it. And the notification will come basically on July, August, somewhere between July and August, and the last date will be the September end. Last time it was, I think, September end or August end. I don't remember correctly. So August by September, you have to fill the things and you have to give your where you have to write the exam and all. It's a normal kind of an exam thing, and you have to pay the amount also. So these are the basic logistics you have to go through, and this will be very easy. Students who are adults and who are 23, 24 years old, so they know this pretty well. And I already I already said all these things. First and second week of February it will be there, and morning and afternoon 3-hour session will be there, and the results will come in March mid. Results will be out and you can download your score and there will be a rank. These 2 things you will get from your scorecard. You will get a score and you will get a rank. Okay. And normally everywhere they check the score, and rank is just a formality to grade the people. So who is the best and who is the just to grade the people, they choose rank, and everyone will ask score, because score is a much better evaluation of your thing. That's what they believe, and there is a particular equation for finding the score also. So that things are just mathematical, statistical things, and that's the thing. Okay. And for a good, at least to get an interview calls, you should have a 600. So this is the minimum cutoff to get a good place, good job or a good MTech. So you should get at least 600. So if you have 600, then you could confident that from some IITs or IISc you get an interview call. This is what is this? There will be a guarantee that you will get something if you got 600. So if you got below 600, then there is a probability is there only, but you cannot ensure that you will get some. It is less than 400 or 300, then there is no use of the GATE score. You can use them for some other things, but you won't get a very good college or good job. Okay, so at least you should get 600. So this should be the aim, 600 score. Okay, so that's what I have mentioned here. We'll get a rank and we'll get a score. So how the IITs are finding the cutoff? So what they will do is, actually they will take average of all the marks, all the people who are written the exam, they will take the average. And if the average is greater than 25, then that will be the cutoff. If it is less than 25, then 25 will be the cutoff. So the minimum 25 will be there as a cutoff. If the average is greater than 25, then like that value what it has come as average, that will be the cutoff value. Okay, so either 25 mark or average. Which one is the greater one? They will take that as the cutoff. Okay, and there will be a separate cutoff for this categories: general, SC, ST, and OBC. Like general and OBC will be almost close. So like 1 or 2 marks difference will be there. So pretty close will be done, bit lower in SC and ST. So like that depends on the number of people who are writing the exam. So usually, total gate 7 to 8 lakhs people, or I can say 6.5 to 7.5. That's much better. So this much lakh people will be writing the exam, total gate. And each subject, it depends, like civil will have like maximum will mechanical, electrical, and core branches, there will be like nearly 1.5 to 2 lakhs. And all these science subjects, you will get very less, 3,000, 4,000 people. Thus, last year it was nearly 6.5 lakhs people. In that, only 16% of the people qualified the gate. That means they got the 25 mark. Okay. So 25 is basically 1.4. If you get 1/4 mark, you will qualify. Last year, only 16% of the people qualified. So that is the condition of India. Like, even it is not even 1/4. 1/6 people are good as an engineers to get the cutoff. So that is even worse. Okay. Like only 1/6 people know what is an engineer. So, like I am not saying GATE is the absolute ranking, but that is the way the government of India is looking at us. They are just checking how many people are qualifying the GATE. So that is basically an idea they will get how good is your education system. So that all things I'm not going further into it. So I'm saying just to saying that the probability, anyone has a probability of 1/16/100. Okay. This is your probability of going to clearing the GATE. It's better in some sense, but it's not good. Okay. And even if you clear it, there is no guarantee that you will get a job or MTech. So like all the GATE rank holders may not get a job or may not get an MTech degree. It depends on your score. I already mentioned that if your score is good, then I think you will get a better option. But if your score is much lesser, then there is no point with that score. So you can try the next year, or you can go for some other jobs. Like I'm not saying the thing, like I'm just saying what is happening in the institutes. So the good score is above 600. Okay, like you can just say it is an average. I looked the last year's cutoff, then almost all IITs and IISc they call, if you have a good score of 600, they actually call for interviews. Then it depends on how your interview performance is there. Okay. So I'm just saying, like, what happens if you clear the GATE, or if you win this 16% of the total population? So first thing you can choose is MTech bar ME. Like I still don't know what is the difference between these two. In some places we'll get a Master of Engineering degree, and some places we'll get a Master of Technology degree. Both are almost same, equally valid everywhere, so it's fine. So you can apply in IISc, means Indian Institute of Science. Actually, they will close admission in first week of GATE result. They will only wait for 1 week. Whoever they can, willing to apply in IISc, they can fill their application form of IISc in 1 week of the GATE result. And it will start early, like in mid-January or mid-February, they will start. In the early February or mid-January, they will start the admission process. The best thing, what I did was, like, I just filled the form, everything. I just wait for the GATE result. When I get the GATE result, I completed the admission process. So, like, that thing you can do, because you will get only 1 week time in IISc. Then IITs, all the IITs, I think nearly 23 IITs are there now, or I don't know exact number, similar to this. All the IITs, you will get admission with GATE, this one. Then NITs. So all the NITs, many people are from NIT here also. So that much NITs are there. So you can apply for MTech from NITs. Then government colleges. So government colleges also you can apply for after this MTech. Okay. Actually, these are course programs. Course program in the sense there is a particular course that is MTech. It will be 2-year course and you will get a degree after 2 years. Okay, this is basically a course program and you have to specialize in one of these. So electrical you have different specialization is there. So that all things you can choose this. I just say for electrical, you can have power systems, power electronics, high voltage, computational, like that, lot of things. Then there will be like you can choose different interdisciplinary also, nanoscience, micro engineering, then all these things, product development, architecture, like that. You can choose all the things. That everything they just look at your GATE scores. This is basically a research program. Research program, there's two types of research program is there, MSc and integrated PhD. MSc, some universities is known as MTech research. And the stipulated time is from 2.5 to 3, but it depends on if you complete the research or not. If you not complete the research in this time, you won't get the degree. So this is not basically not a course program. Like it is not a course. It is basically a research program. So all the IITs and IISc offering this course. You can join MSc with the GATE rank, GATE score. And there is an integrated PhD. Integrated PhD is basically PhD after BTech. Okay, so all the IITs, NITs, and IIScs are offering this integrated PhD. Integrated PhD is basically 5 years, 5.5 years course, and you will get a stipend of 3,100, sorry, 31,000 in your first 2 years, then 35,000 in next 3 years. So this is basically just give a stipend. This in ME program you get a stipend of 12,000 rupees per month. And there is something people are saying like they are going to remove the MTech stipend from 2022 onwards, but this is not yet clear. Like recommendation is given like this, but it's not yet clear. No notification, nothing is there. So this year it will be there. I don't know about the next year how it will be. Like there are saying people are saying like this, some recommendation was given. And there is one more thing is if you are from a central university, then you can apply for PMRF, but now it become much more strict. Central university in the sense if you are a NIT or IIT, you'll get a better chance for PMRF. Like now they have reduced the thing. I will explain that later, PMRF. Then other options are basically PSU jobs. So public sector enterprises, there are lots of public sector companies are there. So they will take their graduate engineering trainees, GET. So graduate engineering trainees from PSU jobs. So for I say something of electrical, there will be power grid will be there. All the oil companies will be there. CPRI will be there. Central Power Research Institute will be there. Like different companies are there. So one of the best thing with PSU jobs is that, like at the age of 21, you will get a class A job. This is a dream for many of the Indians to get a class A job. So your pay will be equivalent to a class A officer. So you know who is a class A officer, right? Like the IAS similar to that grade. So that's basically a class A officer. So you will get a class A job. That pay scale you will get when you are 21 years old. So when I was like writing, when I completed the GATE in 2013, the Power Grid actually they are offered 14 lakhs per year in hand, like nearly 1.2 lakh, which is much more than a collector's salary, like if you say IAS. So that year the Power Grid they offer much larger money. Like this year they have reduced. Like it depends on year. So lots of then oil companies are there, all these HPCL, BPCL, ONGC, and everywhere they need this one. Then CPRI, Central Power Research Institute, they will take people from through GATE, and many these hydroelectric power, NPC, NTPC is there. NHCL is there, National Hydro Power Limited, NHP. So like lots of public sector companies, I think nearly 15 was there last time. So actually this due to Corona and all this, now the recruitment is much slower. But like when it was for like before this pandemic, it was like nearly 1,000 people will get the job every year. So it's a good option. Another good thing with this PSU job is that you can work for 2 years, earn some money, then go back and study in some IITs or IAS. Because you have got a good rank, then you'll get this PSU jobs. So work for 2 years, you'll get money and go and study if you want. Else, like I'm just saying options. Like if you find that the job is very boring, then you can just go back to study because GATE is giving you 3 years value. So use first 2 years to get some money or to explore the things what is happening in the PSU. Like that, do it. Okay, that's one option. Or you can directly go to this MTech in your first chance. You can complete MTech in first 2 years. Then if you want to get a scholarship from MHRD, you need to have a valid GATE score. So that GATE score you can still use your first GATE score because you already cleared it, right? So you don't want to write that GATE again. That's why they are giving now 3 years. So first 2 years you can use for this MTech. Then 1 year you can first year of PhD, like just that will be just a clearing criteria. We already cleared that criteria, so you'll get a stipend from MHRD. So you can use the GATE score that there also. Then there is a recruitment in DRDO and BARC. So you know what is DRDO, right? Defense Research Development Organization. BARC is Baba Atomic Research Center. So this is something very special, BARC, because they will take through GATE and they have a separate exam. So it was like that last year, but it all depends on the year. So they will be like, almost, I have attended the interview, almost 1 hour of interview will be there for each person. They will interview nearly 1 hour and they will choose the people and they will make you study in some IITs. Then sorry, they will give you the IITs will give you an MTech degree and you can directly join there. So it is basically like, it's a package. They will they will actually educate you whatever things they want first from an IIT, then they will absorb you in the company itself. So if you have some minimum criteria quality, then they will absorb you. So this is a very good thing, and BARC is a much reputed institute in India. So it's the best option for an engineer. Like if you are in a 22 year, nearly 22, you can be a scientist in BARC. It's a kind of a dream for everyone. Okay, so this is a very good option. You can try it. Like it's the best one. Then there is a DRDO. DRDO also they also recruit through GATE. And from last year onwards, they just put a clearing criteria from GATE. GATE is just a clearing criteria. You have to get that much of score, then they will conduct another exam. So after that, they actually shortlisted the students. It happened only on last year. Before that, it was directly from GATE. So last year they conducted another exam from there. They took the students from there. So this is another option. DRD. These are reputed government undertakings. This is not PSUs. These are government undertakings. You get a gazetted job from in these two. Then if you prepare very good in in GATE, that can be used in ESC. ESC is basically engineering service. So initially it was known as Indian Engineering Services, IES. Now they have changed to ESC because Indian Economic Service is there, and that's why they are putting it as ESC. And engineering service exam will be there, and you can use the things what you gained from your GATE to the ESC exams. And this is SSC is no Staff Selection Commission. They'll go to a junior engineer post, and all these things right? So you can use that also. And another good thing is that in Indian Administrative Service, IAS, there is an optional paper for civil, mechanical, and electrical. If you study GATE, you can use that that thing for if you want to prepare for IAS, you can use that thing in your IAS. Like, so this is basically a package. You can, if you study for something, you can use it everywhere else. Okay. So, and there are lots of other things also, like, in the military, like, MES, military engineering service, and everywhere they are taking from IES. From next year onwards, there will be another thing, a railway recruitment board. So railway recruitment board will be there, and they are taking engineers directly from railway recruitment examination, not from ESE. So up to last year it was like this. Now they have changed in this pattern. Another thing with GATE is that with your GATE score, you can study outside India. So it is a good option. So I will give you a few examples. One is NTU, Nanyang Technological University in Singapore. Then in US, National University of Singapore. Then this Technical University Munich, TUM. Like similarly, you have some European institute are also there. They will actually consider your GATE score as a cutoff. If you are a if you get a good rank in your GATE, then there's a chance that you will get admission. But this is not enough. You have to get some, I don't know, people know, IELTS, bar TOEFL. You have to clear any of these exams to get that admission here, and you have to get a recommendation letter from your instructor or some people. Okay, like I don't know, like head of the department or head of the institute or someone. You have to get a recommendation letter from your thing. But the problem with these two here, and in European countries, all education is subsidized, so you have to don't want to pay much amount of money in the European institutes. But you have to have a good GATE rank for the score. I think last year one of my friend, he actually applied in this one in US. He has a score rank of nearly 4,500 or something. He got an interview call. I don't know what happened later. He was one of my students, so like he got an interview called. I didn't. So if you have rank of 4,500 or something, you can get an interview call, but you have to clear all these, IELTS or TOEFL. So that's English proficiency. Then there are lots of research labs in India. So National Aeronautical Laboratory and National Physical Laboratory and all these things. So there will be an option known as JRF and SRF. So JRF is basically Junior Research Fellow, SRF is Senior Research Fellow. Okay. So they consider these from the GATE score. So they will give a notification and they say the person should be GATE cleared or GATE qualified. So if you are GATE qualified, you can apply for the JRF position in all the research labs. CSIR labs will be there. Center for Scientific and Industrial Research. So like this, you have a lot of options if you clear GATE. And there is lots of project assistant post in NIT, centrally funded universities, NITs, IITs, and IISc. This is known as a project assistant. So project assistant basically should have a BTech degree, that's all. And if you clear GATE, you will get a stipend of nearly 25,000 per year, per month. So you have to clear GATE for that to get a stipend. So like you can, with your GATE score, you can join MTech in a private university also. But to get a stipend, you should clear the GATE. So the stipends are given by MHRD. So the MHRD, the criterion is that you have to, like, you have to clear the GATE. So I'm not going deep into the how to qualify GATE or how to get the GATE rank or good GATE rank. There are lots of motivational speakers available. You can just go through some of them. Like I'm not a motivational speaker. I am just giving you some idea about the GATE. Okay, like because to get the motivation, it is very difficult. Okay, so I will just say the things which are much important in your GATE, but I'm not going to motivate you. Like if you work every day, you can move a mountain and all, like that are basically some fake things only. So the first thing about GATE is you should have a proper interest. Like there is something known as in India, the people says like this: complete the BTech and think what you have to do. So earlier it was complete the 10th, what you have to do. now the system is become complete the BTech and think what you have to do. There are lots of people who became like IAS after BTech, then movies, and then athletes. And if you look at anywhere, a lot of bank jobs are there. So if you look anywhere, you find BTech people. Okay, like it's a one good thing about the thing is that you get a lot of options after you have BTech. That is the best thing. But the thing is that if you really want to prepare for the gate, you should have a proper interest. Like just like I want to study like further, or I'm interested in technical. I am much interested in technical things. So that is a thing you have to be in your mind. So if you are really interested in technical things only, then you can qualify for the gate or get a good rank. Else the 1 year you spend, the money you spend, and your time you spend is worthless. Okay, like nothing is what is a degree? Like degree is basically a piece of paper and it is written like this. You are cleared the gate, like that's all. You cleared the BTech. But the thing should have is the interest. You should have an interest to do the things. Like I want to study more, I want to get a good job, I want to get a reputed job, I want to serve the country. Like some interest should be there in the, so where there is a will, there is a way. Okay, so you have to have the will first. Oh, I am going to clear gate this year. Okay, that's the way. The thing is that if you have will, then the thing is that you have to check yourself. How good are you? Only thing you have to check is your mathematical skill. How good is your mathematics? Mathematics in the sense, how good is your problem solving skill or analytical skill? That you can verify how good is your mathematical skill is. Just go to your 12th standard NCERT book, take the integration and differentiation questions, try to solve it. Because you already studied this in your 12th and then you completed the BTech. Then you have to go, now you have just go back and solve this and check are you able to solve this? Like, that's the thing, the basics of engineering is always, almost all thing is calculus. So like, you should be very good in calculus. So just check, and if you find it is not good, so don't worry, because like no one is perfect in anything. So try to improve your mathematical skill. So this is the best thing you have to do. So you have to watch. The thing was like I I was very good in my plus two. I got very good mark. Then I joined CET. Then the thing is that I studied the BTech like just minimum to pass the exam, because there was no competition, nothing was there. Like I know I can pass it. Then the thing is that then I went back and look at my 12th thing. I cannot solve it. Then I thought like, okay, there's a problem with me. And I didn't clear the gate in my first chance also. Like I was disqualified in the gate in 2013. Okay, then I thought, okay, there is some problem. I should rectify it. So that's why then the place I have started studying the gate. Then I understood that my mathematical skill is not enough to do this. Then I have to start is you have to study. That's the thing. That in education you can always make mistakes, but that is the only place where you can rectify it. In life, if you make mistakes, it's very difficult to rectify it. So then I started watching a video known as MIT OCW, MIT OpenCourseware. In that there is a two courses are there: single variable and multivariable calculus. Just watch these videos if you really want to get a good rank in GATE, because these are very much important for a calculus thing. So that was the thing. Now it is going to be this. So if you are not good with this, there is no point in going forward. Okay, you should be much clear in your mathematics. So that's the best thing. And almost all the questions will be numerical in GATE. Like there is no what is kind of a question what you get in your university. So that won't be there in GATE. You have to put some values there. Okay. And the method what I followed was, like, I'm not saying you should follow this method. Like what I followed was, like, I have divided it into two sections, total subjects. One I am good with, and one I am weak with. I have concentrated more on the one I am good with, and 80-20 rule. Some people guess 80% effort I have given to the good things, and 20% I have given to the weak section. Nobody can get 100 out of 100 in GATE, or like don't want to study all the things in GATE. Just be good at what you're good at. That's all. So that's one of the thing, and you can choose your own way. Like at least there is a 10 paper in gate for each. There is a 10 cost, like 10 subjects for each paper. You have to at least get 6 to 7. You should be good at 6 to 7. That's all. You can just remove 3 or 2 or 3. Nothing much is happening. So you should be much better in these 6 7 questions. You'll get a very good mark. And you have to make a study plan. Like it's very boring to say all these because you already heard it, like infinite number of times from your school time onwards. So you have to write a timetable like 6 o'clock. I am wake up, and I'm not saying all these things. Make a study plan like this much time I will study, this much time I will relax, and all these things. So make your own. Be comfortable with yours. Do your thing, and always take in your mind that I am doing this for me, for nothing else. Like if you don't really want to do the gate, and your parents are just pulling you to do the gate, just say it to him, like I am not willing to do this. Like that's all. Like it's 1 year of your life you are going to waste. So if you are really interested, only you should come, and you can, like the thing is that if you excel it here, there's an infinite number of opportunities for you. Like in 2014 when I cleared gate, I almost get 11 jobs that year. 11 jobs on almost everyone is PSUs, like public sector jobs, and I got 3 IITs and IAC. Like so that's the thing. The people used to say like there is no jobs for like engineering things. Like 1 year I almost got like 13 14 jobs. So it is like this. If you are very good, you will get infinite number of jobs. If you are bad, you won't get anything. So that's the thing. So you should have a proper interest. Don't waste your time, and then time is the investment. Time is precious. So you have to be very careful while you choose the things. Don't go to this thing just for I have 1 year. Like I will use that for 1 year. So that is not good. And the thing is that is like I don't want to say this. It's hard work. You have to work hard because you have to write the thing with the total, the population of India, right? A lot of people are there. So you have to work hard. So I don't want to stress more on how to work hard. And there is nothing luck about this. Okay, like there's nothing about luck. Just go to an exam without preparing, you won't get anything. Like lightning never struck twice. Like some people used to say, like you may get 1 or 2 questions correct, but you won't get all the questions correct. So be prepared. Like whenever you're going to face something, be planned and be prepared. Then only you can conquer it. Else you will die in the battlefield. So the normal thing, same thing will happen. Just be good at what you are doing. That's all. Like be prepared, be enthusiastic. Like I just want to say in your mind, I will clear this. That's all. Okay. So thank you. So now I think it's almost half an hour. If you have something, you can ask me. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Was the presentation like, fully audible?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can ask some questions. Like it's like, please be very friendly. Like I'm not going to just ask some questions. That's all if you want. It's almost like, I think it is 50 minutes now. So yeah. Somebody asked, does gate have negative? Yes, gate have negative marks. 1/3 of the mark they will cut. If you get a low score in fourth year and good score in third year, you can like choose the best one. You have to upload the best one. That's all. Like you have to upload your gate score. So upload the best one what you have. There is nothing like you have to upload your fourth year itself. You can give anything you want. So you can unmute and ask, or you can directly type in the chat and you can. Like somebody has asked, for ECE students, is GATE the best option? Like the GATE is the best option for all the engineering students. Now GATE is just opens you to an infinite number of options. So like What is the other thing what you expect from an graduate? The people used to say like you don't know how to change the bulb or something. No, that is not meant for us. The thing is that we are actually the design engineers. We know how to design it. That's all. These jobs, changing a bulb and everything is for polytechnic or IT students. If BTech people used to study that, what they will do? No, it should be the thing is that we are good should be in mathematical. That's all. The gate is always the best option. Nothing else. It's a very good question. Numerical questions are consuming time to solve in the exam. How to increase the solving speed? So just think when you are very young, very kid, what happens is you used to fall, right? So how you just went off from there? You have to practice more. If you practice more, you'll get more speed. That's all. So which year is the best for preparing gate? I mean fourth year of BTech or year after? Now, it depends. Like if you are very good in if you're very good in your gate exam and technical things, and fourth year is good. If you are not very, you can just break the year and prepare. It all depends on you. I cannot say a generalized thing. I told you, right? Minimum gate score should be 600. At which year? No, you can start from the first year onwards. So there is nothing if you are from already in a third or fourth year, no, start from today itself. Okay. Any self preparation suggestions? Okay. So I am getting that self preparation means there is a one quote by Martin Luther King. I think when the people were attending some kind of this one graduation day, what he said was walk walk if you walk then crawl then run, like you just want to move forward, that's all. So prepare for the thing how you are comfortable, that's all. How to apply for PSUs after get or directly called based on score? You have to apply. There is a centralized procedure is there. You have to apply and they will actually check your score and they will call you. Okay. Sir, please share the recording that will be given by the entry. Yeah. Sir, is it better to prepare for GATE or just any government exams like SSC after 4? No, prepare for the best and satisfy with the worst. That's all. Like prepare for the GATE. If you don't get the GATE, just satisfy with whatever you are getting. Okay. Sir, you said there will be two papers. Can we attend both the time for one stream rather than two different streams for two papers? Sorry, I didn't get the question. Sir, there will be two papers. Can we attend both the times? Yeah, you can attend same thing both the time. The thing is that in 2022, you can apply for two exams. That's all. I am a third year student. I am eligible after last year. It was like that. I have to verify. You have to wait for this year's notification. If this says this is you can apply, then you can surely you can apply. What is the minimum number of questions? No, like that depends. Even if you write 65 questions and you don't get the correct answer, then what I can say is you have to at least attempt 60 questions, and almost 45-50 should be correct. So that is the best thing. And it depends on the how tough or it will be. Like if it is very easy, then you have to attend all the 65 questions. Okay. Is there any separate entry? Yeah, there will be separate entry for all the PSUs. And one time it was like this in 2017, I think. Then BSNL junior telecom officer, they directly took from the gate rank itself. There was no interview. Rest every time there was interview. Can we attend the exam adjacent years if you are not such? Yeah, any number of times. There is nothing. You can attend any number of times. I already told you, right? Like this one. How much score should we need to get admission in IIT? I think you should at least get 600 to 700 score. No, ISRO, they will conduct separate exam. But one thing you can do is you can apply for IIST in the Institute of Space Technology in Trivandrum. You can apply through GATE score and you can get an MTech from there. And if you are very good, they will absorb you. So like it depends. And all other ISRO scientist exam, they are doing the other things. You have to write the separate exam. CSE means civil computer science engineer, right? Yeah, there are a lot of things. There are a lot of opportunity in government jobs, but not as much as the core jobs. Like computer science, you will get many options in government. Like if you are telecom sector, you'll get a lot of options. Then you'll get like all the ministry staff. They need some software experts and everything, but it's very less. You will get much number of options in the private sector than in the government sector. Which all PSUs recruit for EC students? As far as I remember, there will be BEL will be there, Bharat Electronics Limited. Then the other one will be this one, BHEL will be there. Then Airport Authority of India will be there. Like that, almost you will get a very good rank. Like almost 6, 7 thing will be there. After getting a good score, IISc Bangalore top IIT. Like IISc Bangalore it depends on what you really want. IISc Bangalore, IIT Delhi, IIT Bombay, IIT Madras are almost same. But if you really want to go research thing, you should choose IISc Bangalore. If you want to get a very good job, then IITs are much better. Which one? Is MEDIC postal package good? I am planning to start my business second year, or you should focus more. Now I don't know whether I could say this here because this session is actually sponsored by Entry App, so no comments there. Is there opportunity for CSE? Okay, okay, students. After getting a good score, okay, so, okay, is there an opportunity for engineering physics? Like engineering physics is, I didn't find anywhere actually they are actually specifying engineering physics in PSU, but I think you can still get like some places it's very difficult for engineering physics student to get PSU jobs. In some notification if they say, then it will be there, but I didn't find anywhere. And all these people who are engineering physics, they actually go for higher studies, so that's what I always see. And you'll get a BTech degree, so you can apply for all the general degree exams, but I didn't find anywhere. Sorry. Which are PSU jobs in a civil? There are in lots of PSU jobs. All the PSU, if you look at any PSU, there will be civil engineering jobs will be there. Almost all PSUs, there will be civil engineering jobs. Okay, what is score? Actually, I didn't understand the maximum. So the score is that it has a formula like the score you have convert your mark to 1000, and there's a formula is there, number of students. It depends on a lot of things, and they will give you a score, and that will be in 1000. Okay, so okay, like that, you just look at the gate scorecard, back side of the gate scorecard, they will give you a formula how they find out the score. Then score is basically some kind of a like it depends on your mark and others mark also, and all these things they include in the score. You can just look at the formula how to find the gate score. What are the best reference books for mathematics? Mathematics, there are lots of standard textbooks are available there. Like there will be higher engineering mathematics by Grewal is there. Then Thomas calculus is there. Stewart calculus is there. Aptitude like is common. I don't know the aptitude books. I didn't prepare aptitude separately. But calculus books you can Thomas. I think many people know Thomas calculus or this one Stewart, James Stewart. So that's a better book for mathematics. ISR is separate exam. There is no gate. They cannot recruit the gate. Somebody asked a long question. After understanding theory, our BTech topics, how do we prepare that concept in gate level? I mean, solving some gate questions will do, or should I? Like, after understanding the thing, like if you really understand the theory, then you don't worry about the gate level questions. The thing is that you have to understand the thing such a way that you can solve the gate level. So this is not the opposite. You cannot just say that you understood the theory and you are not able to solve the gate level questions. It is the opposite. If you are really good in the subject, you can really solve gate level questions. So prepare yourself in such a way that you can solve the questions, okay, like not the opposite way. So that's the best option, I think. So any more questions? I think somebody, it's better to somebody talk something because it's very difficult to read the things here. So if anybody can talk something, that will be good, because I was just basically a monologue. I was the only one who is talking. So almost 2-3 minutes are there. If anybody has some feedback, they can just share with me so that it will be good. So somebody please talk. Anyone? Like you are going to be the engineers, right? You should speak up. Like why are you afraid? Nothing to worry. Just speak something. Be confident and say something. No, nobody is there to talk. It's very it's very.
Hello.
Yeah. Please say your name.
Is it audible?
So that, yeah,
I am Ashwin B.
Yeah. Say Ashwin.
I am from Rajdhani Institute of Science and Technology from Palakkad.
Okay, good.
This session is very interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
And your presentation is simply and humble presentation.
Okay.
Okay.
If you ask some questions also, I will explain. No problem. No, say in Malayalam, no problem. Like I will say that in English.
Sir, ഇതിനകത്ത് ഈ ന്യൂമറിക്കൽ ആ സമയത്ത് നമുക്ക് ന്യൂമറിക്കൽ പ്രോബ്ലം കാൽക്കുലേറ്റ് ചെയ്യാനുള്ള ടിപ്സുകളൊക്കെ നമുക്ക് ഈ കോച്ചിങ്ങിലൊക്കെ കിട്ടുമോ?
Like it, the thing is that there is nothing different from a question which is having numerical or which is having this options. The thing is that you should be confident in that. So you can it all depends on the preparation, how well you are preparing the exam. There is nothing. It is not similar to what you can say the 12th one, 12th class entrance. You have just look at the thing in the options. From options you can find 2 or 3. You can cut that options and you can find that. I think it should be serious exam, like kind of you have to do the full thing and you will find the answer. So the thing is that the one thing what I did to clear this numerical thing was actually I tried to solve the questions what is behind the textbooks. There are some textbooks, they'll give the questions, right? So I just solved all the questions in the textbook. So that is basically a good exercise. And doing some standard books. There are some lots of standard books are there. They are giving lot of questions after each chapter. Solve all the questions then you will easily solve the other thing. So there is, don't look at the shortcuts. Shortcuts are just, there is no shortcuts for life. You have to suffer the things, then only you will get something. Okay. So shortcut won't solve you all the purpose. In sometimes the shortcut may help you in your 12th standard or somewhere, but if you're going higher and higher, there is no shortcuts. You have to suffer the things and you have to do it. So don't look at the easier path. Do the harder part so that you can easily solve the easier questions. So take the harder path. That's what I want to say. Take the harder questions first. Study how to solve it, then do it. Then you can easily solve the easier question. And if you are studying only the easy questions, you won't get the hard questions. So better prepare for the hardships. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So anyone else, you can ask things in Malayalam, no problem. So
Sir, this is Shyam.
Yeah.
I'm from NIT Calicut.
Okay, good.
And the webinar is very clear. It's happy to enter this. It's clear and we can understand better things.
Okay, thank you.
And about preparation, sir, how do we plan that? I mean, how can we be more sure about questions and all?
Okay, so the best thing is you have to look at the previous year questions. So this year they are actually conducting IIT KGP, right? IIT Kharagpur. So just look at the what year they have
Yes,
it all depends on your effort.
and you
How
have
much
written
effort you
many.
are.
Yes,
Yeah.
you have written
So,
many exams like engineering, all India engineering exam, and many others. Which is better? I mean, how is the engineering exam, all Indian engineering services? How
no,
is the
ESE
exam?
is almost similar to your university exam, but you have to write a lot of things. There will be a lot of what is questions are there. Like but the thing is that in 3 hours you have to cover a lot of topics, and you have to, and almost all questions are easy only. You can write it, but the time won't be available. Similar to your university exams, but GATE it is difficult. You will get a lot of time, but you don't know what to answer. Okay, so that is the basic difference between these two. So
Yes.
if you look at the hard in the sense, like the quantitatively hard, then GATE is much harder than ESE. But if you look at the time constraints, ESE is much harder than the GATE. So it depends on how you choose the things. And ESE is for very good jobs, like government jobs. You'll get a class A job you will get a 22, 23. You get a very good job and similar to a civil service scale. So that's a very good option. But the thing is that like you have to, if you look at the conversion percentage in ESE, you will get maximum of 90 jobs in a year. 90, nearly 1 lakh people write the thing. So 90 by 1 lakh is nearly zero. So your probability of scoring a good rank in ESE is zero for everyone. So people will start from that zero. And if how good you are building it, you will get that chance. Like everyone is starting from there only. So it depends on how you make your foundations good. That's all. Like first you have to choose what you really
Yes,
want.
sir.
Okay. I hope you are good with answer, right?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Okay. Thank you. Anyone else?
Sir, I'm Susmita. I'm from Rajdhani Institute, Palakkad.
Okay.
I just want to know whether I'm only second year student. So, is this the best time to join a coaching institute or?
No. The coaching institute, what they will do is they will just give you a capsule. Okay, like the thing is that they will teach you some other things. What is in their fourth year or fifth year, like the fourth sem or fifth sem. You are currently in third sem. Then you won't get anything. Like it's just like you are in somewhere you are reading like Chinese books, and there are so don't go for coaching and all. Like in your now you have to do is you have to prepare well in whatever things you are studying. That's all. Don't go for coaching in your second year or third year. Like why we need a coaching? So you are already spending 4 years in BTech. Still you didn't get a thing, means there is something wrong with the system, and there is something wrong with the people who are teaching you, and there is something wrong with the people who are studying. So just try to clear all these threes. Then you can the things like you can get in the first chance itself. Okay. Don't go for coachings in second year or third year. If you want, you can go in fourth year. So you will almost cover all the topics. Okay. So don't worry. Don't go for second year. This is not worth your time. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. Somebody else? Okay. So somebody has asked if you write 2 papers, you will get 2 different ranks. Like in two gate score you will get. Okay. I think that clear the question. Okay. Somebody else, if you give some feedback or some question, you can speak. Anybody remaining?
Sir, how much percentage of topics should be, will be covered from first semesters, like first 4 semesters?
Okay, that is
Can we expect?
difficult in different colleges. It will be different, right? So I can't get a generalized thing. But I don't know about that. I didn't even think about it. So I think you have to look at the GATE paper every time. But there will be some fundamental thing for everywhere, right? Like electrical, it will be electrical machines, power electronics, power systems, network, analog. So these were the 5 fundamental things what I feel. So these covers in the 4 year, like you have to study the 4 year, you have to go through the 4 years, then only you will get all the like things. So it is difficult to say
Yeah.
how much you will be in first year, how much will be in second year. Like it depends on the institute also. Some institute first year will be different, second year will be different, right? So I don't know much seriously. Sorry for that.
Yeah, like we are writing, when we are writing the exam, we'll feel like there are
No,
many
like
covered from the.
there is nothing like you will get a mix of it. That's what I'm saying. Like
Okay.
you can't just
Okay,
distinguish whether the question is from first year or second year, right? Like that is not possible. So the best thing will be like you will get some feel that I studied this first year. Like the same thing you'll study in second year also. If you study electrical machines, there are a lot of network things are coming in electrical machines. So you cannot just distinguish whether it is electrical machine or like
Okay.
engineering is a skill, right? You are actually doing the skill, not the topics, right? Just develop the skill, how to look at a problem in a different way. That's all. Like that's why only 16% looked, and the teachers are not teaching the way
Yes, sir.
engineer looks. Okay, engineer always thinks about why, and nobody in the question they ask why. Everywhere they ask what. What is this? What is this? What is this? In engineering paper they never ask why is like this. Okay, so that is the basic difference in an engineering gate and engineering university. Okay, university always asks what is this, what is a synchronous machine, what is an induction machine, and they never ask why this synchronous machine is like this. So that is basically the difference.
Okay,
So
sir.
I
Thank
don't
you.
know, Niha, which like which subject you are, like we are in, like electrical engineering, mechanical engineering or something. I don't know. So how can I say that? Mech, I don't know. Like you can ask some people who is already clear. The mech, you can just ask them because I only know electrical, so I'm basically from electrical background. Really sorry. We can ask some seniors who cleared the gate from mechanical. Sir, what are some of the easiest papers? Means easy in the sense? I didn't understand what is the easiest papers. Are we eligible during third year or after third year? Okay. Third year or after third year? When we are doing the third year, we can write the gate. That's all. After third year means you are in fourth year, right? You can still write the gate. So that's the thing. We are in a third year. So I think third year started in the August, right? So that August you can apply. And fourth year start from August. Some books for electrical candidates, like the best book you should read in electrical engineering, the best to start with is the fundamentals of electrical engineering by Vincent Del Toro. It gives you all the fundamental things. Then you have to go through there is a separate books for each of the subjects. But I think you should read the fundamentals of electrical engineering by Vincent Del Toro. You will get 20 marks at least from that book. So I'm confident because I read it many number of times. So you'll get at least 20 marks. So that's the best book I have seen in fundamentals of electrical engineering. Okay, the book name is Fundamentals of Electrical Engineering by Vincent Del Toro. So it is almost available in all the libraries. You can just go and take it. Like it's a very good book and it will give fundamentals of all the electrical engineering subjects. Nice. Still it is difficult for me to say easy questions. If you look at the easy questions, I don't know because I have write only gate electrical questions only. So I don't know about the other papers. It's very difficult to say that thing. Okay, if somebody want to speak, then they can speak. So anything else? Sir, wind up ചെയ്യാമോ?
വേറെ ആർക്കും ഡൗട്ട്സ് ഒന്നും ഇല്ലെങ്കിൽ ലെറ്റ്സ് വൈൻഡ് അപ്പ്.
എന്തെങ്കിലും പറയാനുണ്ടോ ആർക്കെങ്കിലും എന്തെങ്കിലും? because നിങ്ങളുടെ ഈ like this the year after you are like when you are just going to complete your 4 years, like all the efforts you have put in your 4 years is just like just coming as a gate rank. That's all. Like there is nothing much or nothing more or nothing less, and the people are going to evaluate you through this. If you go anywhere in the world, like anywhere in the India, they will first ask about the gate rank. So all the efforts you are putting in your 4 years, it should come in the gate rank. And the people don't ask like what is the mark for your fourth sem of your BTech. Nobody is going to ask. So the people, what they will ask is just your gate score, and it is a like notion that all the things, it will be covered there. Okay, so make sure that you will get a good thing in the gate rank. So is the IAS the best option for MTech? It depends. You cannot say best in these things. That's where if you really want to do a research or research oriented things, IAS is the best option. No, like if you write the gate in third year and fourth year, like which one is the best one, you can take that. If you get the third year is the best one, then you have to count your gate score from that year itself. If your fourth year is itself, then no, nothing like validity, nothing is there. You can use your gate score, one gate score at a time. That's all. You can use 2 gate score for 2 different universities. So nobody is going to bother you like this. So if you can apply IAC with 1 gate score and IIT with another gate score. So nobody is going to question you this. Just like you have 2 options. That's all. Just think like that. Hello? Hello? Yeah, you can use it for 3 years, no problem. അശ്വതി വീക്ക് ആരും സംസാരിക്കുന്നുണ്ടോ? ഹലോ? Hello? So it was really a nice session with you. So I think nobody like have a question more. I think it's fine. So like it's already like 1.5 hours now. So if you have something, you can ask me now. Else I am going to like end the session. Okay, thanks everyone. Thanks. So it's really good to be with you all.
Okay, thank you all for patiently
And
attending.
like if you want, you can contact me. Like I don't know whether it is allowed or not. So you can contact your entry app. Then if you have some more thing, you can contact entry and they will guide you to me. Okay. So I don't know whether I can give my personal things here. Okay. So sir, parano sir.
Yeah, let's wind up.
Okay. Then thanks everyone. Sir, appa cut cheyu sir.
Okay.
ഞാൻ ചെയ്യട്ടെ?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Thank you. Sir.